Bear Prepper here. I have missed you so much. It has been way too long since we got together and had a little conversation. So I know many of you are wondering what happened to Bear. Where'd she go? She just disappeared on me. So let me give you a little background on what transpired. I think the last videos you saw from me, I moved out to the retreat and I was waiting for everything to get installed, the electricity and everything else. That took about a month. So I stayed with Kim, me and my daughter, until that month was over, and we had electricity, and then I had contractors coming in and doing the stuff that I had no interest in doing, like skirting it and, digging trenches. And you'll have to excuse Riley. He is our new dog. Unfortunately, we lost Renegade. He was about a month short of being 18, and he had a couple of seizures, brain bleeds, so we had to put him to rest. So he's so missed. It took a little while, and we found Riley here at Animal Defense League. He is a really anxious dog, but he's a good boy. He's about a year and a half old, almost 2 years old. But anyways, I digress. So I was working from home, and a month after I started working from home, they transferred me to another department. This other department was a lot more demanding. We had tighter deadlines, and the hours I was working was excruciating. I was working about 18 hours a day, 6 days a week, and no, I wasn't necessarily getting paid for all of that. That's the benefit of salary. And so I didn't have any time. This went on for a year, and I was just so exhausted, no time to do anything. Well, at the end of that year, I lost my job. This is why we prep, because you never know when or if it's something bad is going to happen to you. And I got to tell you folks, if it wasn't for my preps, I would not have made it. It was an extremely difficult period of time. There were all kinds of circumstances why I couldn't find another job. A lot of it was my mistakes. I hadn't been in the workforce looking for a job for so long. I didn't realize that they were using technology to screen out applicants, so I wasn't tailoring my resumes. And then I found out my email address was not going through and all that good stuff. So I finally found a contracting job, probably about 5-6 months into my unemployment. And I worked there for 3 months, and the contract ended. If I had known it was going to end in 3 months, I might not have taken it in the first place, but it turned out to be a really good thing. They liked my work, so they hired me on full time. And so I am now working again full time. Unfortunately, I have to drive into San Antonio every single day. It is excruciating on my physical and mental capacity. So when you're driving 3-4 hours a day, it really wears you out over time. So I just haven't had the time to do videos. Plus, I'm learning a new job, something I've never done before. So, and they're undergoing major transformations and will be for the next year and a half at least. And so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on a regular basis. I will try to occasionally put something up and show you something that we're doing. I watched a video. I gotta say though, I watched a video the other day from one of my favorite preppers, Patriot Nurse, and I was really surprised at her analysis of what has gone on with the old preppers. And I consider myself one of the older preppers. And that we just maybe prepping's not as important today because of what's going on in the world, and in other words, because of Trump. And that, for me, is not an accurate statement. I am still prepping. I may not be doing canning as much or dehydrating as much, but I'm still doing improvements to the property. We can show you some of those in maybe another video. We've got the irrigation system going from the water tanks, which is really exciting. We've done some changes in the structure of the chicken yard due to lack of fruit. Just little things like that that continue to go on. And of course, you know, there's the chickens to take care of. And I gotta tell you, if it wasn't for Kim, we wouldn't have chickens. We wouldn't have an irrigation system. We wouldn't have anything, because I have not been able to do a darn thing. Very, very little. I'm just really tired. And I'm hoping as these changes normalize, I will be able to come back and maybe show you some things. I gotta be honest with you though, there's not a whole lot that I know that I haven't already shown you. And so if you watch my old videos, you should be able to gain the knowledge you do, all the prepping you possibly can. I've got 1 or 2 more videos I think that I've got on the computer somewhere that I'll try to get around to editing and get those up and posted for you. But don't expect me back real soon. I apologize. I miss you guys tremendously. But this is what happens in life, and we just have to go with the flow. I wish you all the blessings in the world, and I pray everybody is doing well. And if you are undergoing a hardship right now, please remember my prayers are with you. Just let me know down below, and I'll say a special prayer for you. Blessings.